So in this episode, SpongeBob attracts jellyfish because of the wind blowing in his pores, and this real episode really is unexplainable because it is very the episode really just revolves around nothing happening, and it seems like it came out of a sad movie or a horror movie, but I don't know which. So yeah, the problem is though that it seems like it's referencing nothing I know from a horror movie. So this episode really has a very unexplainable plot. I can tell you the ending though. SpongeBob goes to jellyfish fields. He attracts more jellyfish by building stone bobs, and then he sees they're distracted, and then he goes back to the Krusty Krab, and for some reason he's been gone for so long that the Krusty Krab is covered in sand. And then aliens find the artifact, the Stonehenges, and I don't know what else. So, on to the next episode, I guess. Man, it's hard to talk about this crappy episode, but what goes on in it revolves around Squidward obviously looking at SpongeBob's diary, and every character in this episode is really idiotic. So in the beginning, Squidward tries to distract SpongeBob so he can read his diary, and I'll show a picture. So then Squidward gets a hair clip from Mr. Krabs, and then he opens the diary, and the weirdest thing happens because SpongeBob writes, you know how SpongeBob is around Squidward in these modern episodes. So, later someone finds out someone's reading his diary, and he doesn't even know it's a diary, man. Come on. And, SpongeBob is confused by this, takes a break, and then comes out crying, and then the guy realizes it is that. Oh my god! Everyone is idiotic in this episode. And Patrick also puts ketchup on a diaper and says he's gonna eat it. Yeah, he's literally the craziest person on SpongeBob now just because of what he just said. I mean, his humor used to be funny in the old episodes, but wow, Patrick has really been pissing people off a bit. And, yeah, so later, Squidward's put behind, a big wooden board, and then before that, everyone gets angry at Squidward for looking at SpongeBob's diary. And then later, SpongeBob says, oh, okay, because it's his regular diary. And well, it's not his secret personal diary, which he shows Squidward. I mean, SpongeBob is idiotic in this episode, too. Everyone is an idiot. And then Squidward looks at his personal diary. I mean, come on. God, this episode really... Yeah, let's just get on to the next one before I go into rage mode. Wow, we're on to Slide Whistle Studios. And you're probably thinking why it's at the number 4 spot and why it's so high up. It's simple. Nothing. There's no solution in this episode. Patrick and Spongebob are very annoying and do tedious things in this episode that just drive Squidward nuts. So basically, the episode starts off with SpongeBob and Patrick in Squidward's house, and Squidward takes a shower. He notices the noise. Patrick and SpongeBob keep playing their slide whistles, and they make sound effects for like everything they're doing. They play them some more and more. Squidward chases them. Squidward wants to use a slide whistle then, so SpongeBob and Patrick let him, but then Squidward drives the Bikini Bottom people nuts, and he crashes a gasoline truck while playing his slide whistle. I mean, come on, Squidward. You can't just be that stupid. And then SpongeBob and Patrick play their slide whistles around the hospital, but here's this thing. Here's where the no solution thing happens. The doctors don't have the freaking technology to remove the slide whistle. And it's kind of like in the thing where Squidward is crying in pain. Yeah, no one wants to see Squidward suffering. God, those new writers really... Ugh. It's just like the thing because you feel sad about what's happening to Squidward. And what's worse here, that makes this episode worse, is the annoying slide whistles. I mean, I know they were introducing a new idea, but I mean, come on. This episode didn't just have to be all about slide whistles. And this episode is just so boring. So let's get on to the next episode.